Let's take a look at that first round leaderboard, and there you see Lucas Glover, Zach Blair tied at the top at 8 under par, shooting 63 today. Zach Johnson with that nice afternoon round. One back, as well as Steven Yeager and Lee Hodges at 7 under, and a few of them tied with Ben Coles at 5 under at 6 under par. All right, time to go inside the ropes now with our golf insider, Celia Palermo. And Celia, you see a name like Lucas Glover, and people are going to get excited because he's won here before.
Right.
But a guy that people may not know is Zach Blair, also tied for the lead after round one.
Yeah, it's some exciting names at the top of the leaderboard. Lucas Glover would say himself that he's not had a great year. So to come back to a place that he plays really well, that he loves, he said it himself, he loves driving down to TPC Deer Run. He just gets great vibes every time he's on site. Puts together a great round to put himself in great position heading into Friday. So just great vibes from Lucas Glover. Could be the turning point of his season, especially going into a crucial part of the year. But Zach Blair, you know, he's an interesting guy. He's one of those guys that perhaps finds his best golf when he nurtures his interests off the golf course. He has built his own golf course called the Tree Farm in South Carolina, and it is a viral hit. It is a beautiful property, and he's one of those guys that maybe when you step away for a little bit and nurture those interests off the golf course by building something that has nothing to do with your competitive career, of course it's involved in golf, but perhaps that can lead to some good, mental strength and just being able to focus on what matters most.
Yeah, were you surprised at all today by those scores from the morning pairings versus the afternoon ones?
You know, not really. This morning, there was virtually no wind.
Right.
And Lucas Glover said it himself. When you have firm fairways and soft greens, you're going to see low scores in the morning. As the afternoon went on, the wind started picking up. I mean, you had 15-mile-an-hour gusts here and there. And Zach Johnson said himself, he's like, I don't even know how I was able to put together a number like this one with the wind the way that it was. The greens were much better in the morning. So when you look at the scores, it's not unexpected that there is some difference there and not quite as low numbers in the afternoon considering the wind.
One more for you. As you look at the leaderboard, is there a guy on that leaderboard that you're like, maybe Sunday he could be holding this trophy here?
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Sure.
Because you can't win the golf tournament on Thursday.
I think I've heard Zach Johnson say that before.
You can take yourself out of it, though, but I'm excited to see Ben Coles up there. He put together a great round today, and for some, they may not know his name. He's currently mostly playing on the Korn Ferry Tour. He just won in South Carolina a couple of weeks ago, and literally the day after winning in South Carolina, hopped on a flight to North Carolina and qualified for the U.S. Open and was, I believe, the medalist at his site and played in the U.S. Open. So he's just on this kind of crazy run right now. He has finished number one on the Korn Ferry Tour before, has been on the PGA Tour multiple times, so he's certainly a veteran in this game and would love to see him play well come Sunday.
Absolutely.